What's good, y'all? This is your boy Blak G92. Posted up outside of my job at Burger King, like just chilling for a few minutes before I clock in. Now, as you can see outside, pretty nice out. Can't wait till the spring actually fucking comes, so it'll really be on the popping. You feel me? So now, the past 2 weeks ain't did much except like going back and forth from here to work and whatchamacallit. If you see me on Siri's more recent YouTube video, vlog, however you want to call it, pretty much me, her, and Shay ended up doing that Friday. We was like turning up at this spot called The Loft, and as you can clearly see in the video, we had a good old time, got hella drunk and faded, so it was a quite fun night, man, and been a long time since we went out, so hopefully this first Friday's just as epic. So I don't have my hopes up, but I do look forward to it being just as fun as it was last Friday. And that's all I got to say for right now. I might log back on sometime either later on tonight or tomorrow or Saturday. Well, actually tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. And peace. Good morning, YouTube. I'm back and kicking it. 3 hours before I head to work at 12, and don't really have much plans afterwards when I leave at 8, so I'm pretty much going to just kick back and relax. And now my shift from yesterday, or more so last night, it went well, had a few rushes, but nothing too hectic. Actually has gotten better, work. And I do hope tonight I'll be able to do something this first Friday, since it is first Friday. So hopefully I'll be able to do something of the sort to turn up, give me a few drinks in my system. Who knows? So don't really know. And also I like to give my take on the controversy surrounding Liam Neeson's testimony of his very interesting thoughts, from say 40 plus years ago, which is like way long. For those that don't know, in promotion for his new movie that just came out in theaters, Neeson made a confession that after a friend was like sexually assaulted by someone that was black, and he had this desire of revenge, and he spent like 5 days seeking out any random black guy like to start things with. And by the grace of God, none of that happened. And after that 5 day period, he realized how fucked up it is to have that mind state. And we can safely assume he has gotten help for it. And because based on the clip of the interview, actually it was a 2-minute clip, he seemed very remorseful and very ashamed that he had such thoughts going through his head. And personally, I'm not really outraged like everyone else is. Granted, I'm not condoning, nor I'm not gonna just vilify the man, because like I said, the man obviously apologized and changed his ways, so ain't no point of holding him accountable for something that he may have thought of 40 some years ago. That's a long ass time ago, so what's the point? As long as he ain't harming anybody today or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, then I'm pretty much straight. Now everyone else, like Black Twitter or all those people that want to be so-called woke, want to stay outraged days, weeks, or even years on end, be my guest. And I like to say, if the shoe was on the other foot, it was like a famous black actor that made a similar statement about wanting to take out a white person. Would that be a problem? Or say it was a person that was Islamic that wanted to take out, say, I don't know, another person from that same region of the Middle East. I mean, would that be a problem? I mean, that's something we gotta really think about before just making it just like clear, making it all this a big deal when essentially a. But Bob, the point of the matter is, every person has the capability of like doing a lot of good and whole lot of evil, and we all have irrational thoughts when we're enraged. Some of it, and for the most part, and it may not translate to like simply race. It could be based on gender or economic, socioeconomic class. So it can go a multitude of ways aside from race. And that's something we should really take in consideration instead of just, like I said, being outraged about like something that happened decades ago. Of course, I'm not saying just outright forget about it. Of course, it should be discussed amongst not only just black folks, also just white folks and every other nationality, and maybe look into like how one does like handle traumatic events, such as maybe a person themselves or maybe a friend, family member that may be assaulted, and how they will handle it, because a person looking out for revenge will like think of or do any sort of evil. So that's one thing I do know for certain. Well, I think I read it somewhere that revenge does cause people to become, what's the word I'm looking for? Something more, a lot more sinister than they was initially set out to be. So that's another aspect to look at as well. But I'm not gonna dwell on this because I really don't have the time or energy just to be angry or nothing like that. Just give my whole take on that news and whatnot. And in other news, 6ix9ine done testified. Yup, your boy, the rainbow hair kid, he done went and testified against the squad, even though he fell out with his team and they tried to rob him and all sorts of shit to him. Like say they robbed him and stole money from him. Like he still kind of broke street code and ethics, which does indicate no snitching. And depending on how you look at it, I mean he pretty much fucked. Either way, he's fucked. Unless, I mean, he decides to move out the country or change his name or maybe shave his head bald. I mean, man, he got a target on his back. So I can only hope and pray that him and his family get through this whole awaiting trial period. And when the trial does begin, man should get through it safely. So, however, I mean, that's like what comes. I mean, that's what happens if one is not ready to deal with the consequences of living a particular lifestyle, and there's rules and regulations, and you just having to break one of them. So that hopefully serves as a lesson to all those kids that want to get into the street life. Just know that it's like one of the consequences, like either jail or dead. You know what I mean? Hopefully these young folks, or even grown people, grown ass men and women that all of a sudden want to be street, like just know that it's some shit that come with it, and facing the feds is one of them, depending on the severity of the crime. So maybe I'm talking to a brick wall because it's probably another dude that's 6ix9ine's age, because 6ix9ine about to be 23 this May, so maybe another 23 year old might want to do the same thing 6ix9ine did. So I might be talking to thin air brick wall, but hopefully people learn from this and just stay in their lane. It's as simple as that. Stay in your lane. That's all I have to say for right now. I'm get back in with y'all probably either tonight or early tomorrow. Peace. How's y'all Saturday going? I'm up here at Barnes & Noble's in the Augusta Mall, about to fill out this application and submit my resume to this little job offering at Freelance Resume Writer, just to have a little something on the side, while I'm working at my main job. So, and have something else that is to put on my resume aside from like food service work. Any experience counts. So, wish me luck, y'all. Hopefully they reply back in email, and if not, I'll just find somewhere else to utilize my writing talents at. So, yeah, just wish me luck, y'all. But as you can see, not too many people here in this section. I know when I first came in at 12 through the rear entrance, there was quite a few people come up in there, and they got some interesting titles. Actually, read an excerpt from this book about this man-eating tiger from a region in Indiana, not Indiana, but India. I forgot which region it is, but the tiger was really infamous for killing about 435 people within a span of 6 to 7 years. And when I read the excerpt, it seemed interesting as it goes more in depth as far as how and why the tiger chose to prey on humans as his main food source, as opposed to like deer and such that normally hunts. And come to find out, a poacher of unknown name, which most likely was probably a young man, injured the tiger in his jaw. So apparently that's what caused it to prey on humans, because it wasn't able to successfully hunt its normal prey. And I do find those stories interesting, and maybe next time I stop by I might purchase a copy, or if I decide to use Amazon Prime again, I might order it off of Amazon. Whatever comes first, it don't matter to me, because I do love reading. So it'll definitely be added onto the collection soon, and I'll probably hit y'all back up sometime later on when I'm out and about in the mall, or if I'm doing anything that later on tonight, or maybe the next day, who knows. But this is part 3 of it will be my 4th episode of Day in the Life, and hope y'all enjoy it. Peace. Yeah, it's your boy Blak G back in the building. Just storming through the mall, Augusta Mall to be exact, on this fine day known as President's Day. And as you can see, not too many people outside. And zoom into this is my main spot right here. Barnes & Noble's the place I just left from. And they got hella books up in there, DVDs, all type of good shit in there, and also Starbucks. We're relaxing. We'll have you stuck up in there all day. And you have a good time if you're into reading and drink coffee and that sort of thing. And also sending emails. For all my fellow college students out there, if you're looking for a place to study and sip some coffee and take notes, this is a perfect place for you to stop by. This is a little DVD rack. The little American Film Institute, 100 greatest films. You see they got Star Wars films and all type of classics from throughout the years. Check me out though. We think of the gear, man. We think of the fit, man. We think of the fit. I might slick probably next payday, come next Friday. I may stop by here again to cop some shit from one of the stores around here. Don't know exactly where, but I have a few ideas, which as of now, may just go ahead and stroll through, look at what sales they have coming up, and see which ones are worth investing in. And because about that time to cop a couple new kicks and maybe a shirt or something, who knows. Or you can probably stop by Ross or something for shirts and like pants or whatever. Just to go on the cheap side if I ever decide to, or just splurge at the mall. Depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Depends on how I'm feeling. Alright. This coming Saturday, might catch me out in these streets again. Probably at a bar or something, downtown Augusta, or at your local party, at any other location in Augusta. So might catch me at your next party or bar or whatever. So y'all gonna see something exciting. Another spot I like to go to down there, Roomies, Finish Line, Starbucks. And as you see, not too many people out here, but it's whatever. So, don't know what I'm gonna do till 4 o'clock because I'm supposed to meet up with somebody around that time back on post. So I don't know if I feel like spending any money or just keeping some over the weekend. Who knows? But I'm gonna check back in with y'all probably later or this coming Saturday. So holla. Peace. Y'all, Blak G92 back in this bitch, man. My fault for being gone for so long. Just have been so busy with work and everything. Just leaving from Mod Pizza. Just had me some pizza earlier. And it came out slamming. Had the seasonal special, which was the Ruthie, as some mushrooms, extra mozzarella. And the Ruthie has a arugula. I don't know how you pronounce that shit, but had that as well as jalapenos and pepperoni. So it was hitting. It was hitting. Definitely recommend y'all try it next time y'all in the city. And right now I'm about to hit up Target and whatchamacallit, and pretty much just kick it over there for a bit, probably use the internet and just walk around, look and see what they have on sale. And another thing I like to add, I would had some footage last night if somebody would have picked up the motherfucking phone, but you know, things happen and sometimes people don't want to pick up their damn phone, so it's whatever. Maybe next time. And that's pretty much it. And hopefully y'all like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'll definitely get back more active as far as uploading episodes for my Day in the Life series, as well as getting back on to the reviews and also the artist recognition videos as well. I got a couple more that I'm planning on doing this year before it ends. Most likely before May comes around, because by then I'll have a lot more videos, and hopefully y'all tell y'all friends and family that I'm out here doing this shit on YouTube, so then I get more subscribers and y'all get to see more content. So yeah, be sure to stay around and enjoy the ride, man. Got a lot more in store and a lot more to show, got a lot to say. So yeah, just fuck with your boy. Give out a quick glimpse of Target. As you see, not too many people here. But I guess it's a Sunday. That's probably why there ain't too many people up in here. So that's it. Blak G about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.